Hi Aquarius and welcome to a new era. My name is Emma and Aquarius means Vattumannen in Swedish. I am Swedish and therefore I will go a bit back and forth with the Swedish words if I feel like the English words might need some clarification. But I know you Swedish peeps are fine. A few weeks ago I started out with just mainly focusing on relationships, and I feel like, just sorry if it's a bit too bright, I almost disappear here, you see. I started out with relationships, and I feel like it has shifted a bit. So it's more like you guys' collective, like whatever the Aquarius collective is dealing with at this moment in energy. You will like summon the answer through me to your question. And I know you're not sitting there with a question, but on an energy level, you sort of are. And I won't hinder it to whatever needs to come through. Maybe you need more clearance around your work situation or your body or whatever is going on, and so I will just allow whatever comes through and you sort of hold the intention. I also want to take a few moments, I know you don't like intros, but I will still do it. Take a few moments to say that I am focusing on astrology signs. I'm dividing you guys into 12 different signs, and there's mainly because that's easier for me to divide rather than in terms of your names or in terms of like, now spirit knows that you will come and look under your astrology sign. I'm not so heavy into dictating my life or your life around the fact that you are a Aquarius and therefore you cannot or you can do this or this. I'm so much more for you dictate your life. You run the show. You decide what feels right or wrong for you. And so if you feel on every level of your being that today is the day that you should do this, and apparently a planet is opposite another planet, and today for Aquarius this is not a good day to do this, then I'll say you use the outside force or source to run the show. And it's not like I want to give you your power back to you, and that goes for whatever I'm saying as well. If the first part of the reading resonates with you, use it, but if the second half doesn't, leave it. And it doesn't mean that just because the first half was correct that now you should drop what your inner guidance is telling you for the second part. Also, the first part is not wrong because you don't agree in the second part. All I'm trying to say is take responsibility for your life, and whatever feels true and whatever is right for you comes from within, and that is your guidance telling you when something is in alignment and when it's not. No person, situation, planet, full moon, whatever on the outside can decide that for you. It just doesn't have that sort of power unless you give it that power. That's all I have to say. So with that said, Aquarius, taking the cards up. I love cards. I think it's a fun way to use my inspiration or the intuition that it is flowing to read into cards. I love it. And I love the creative cards. Not the stagnant, placement of them. Whatever needs to come through, comes through. Okay. I can just hear some of you guys. I'm not disrespecting or saying anything about. I have a person on YouTube. It's called Consciousness Evolution. I love her, and she definitely she doesn't use the placement of a tarot reading, and it's not maybe a tarot reading like that I just thought of now, but she uses she uses dices and tärningar. She uses she uses cards for everything and dice and just everything in the book. And I just love her. I think she's so authentic and so real, and I love to check in with her every once in a while. So I'm not saying anything about that. That's just not for me. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on this week? Listen to the end. I get frustrated when I go in and see that people have the ability to listen for 45 minutes. And then they're like, oh, I'm bored. Well, then you need to shut this video off right now. Stay and listen. This is my unicorn card, which tells me you're either could be dealing with a Taurus or a Taurus, Virgo, or Scorpio in this moment. Don't get too focused on it. Don't get too hung up on it. The person I'm dealing with is a Gemini. Then all of this might be wrong. No, you won't. I'm just saying that because the symbols stand out to me on the card. Your energy in this moment is awesome. You feel lighter than you have in a long time. It feels more colorful. It feels like the star is getting aligned. They're getting aligned. So you might feel that like there's in certain areas, there's some areas there it goes well, but it could go better. Like it's fine, but it could just go to the next level. And it's about to happen. It cannot happen with this sort of energy going for you. If you just stay in this energy and sort of rest a bit in everything that is going on, then the outside world is going to catch up. Just as I started out saying, don't let the outside world dictate what is going on. And if you feel on the inside that things are great, and on the outside it sort of shows that it's not great yet, but it's good, don't let that dictate either. So just stay with what feels true to you. And I want to tell you that the Aquarius that I'm connecting with this week has a beautiful energy. It's very light, it's playful, it's on the move, and you're sort of letting things happen a bit more than than feeling like you have to force it into place. You let it fall into place. Forcing anything won't happen for you, because it actually will just push things away. Love this card. The unicorn to me also stands for like your third eye, which is like just a strong intuition, strong psychic sense. You feel like your phone rings and you know it is. I was very shallow. You're just in alignment with your own energy and what is coming in right now. Which is money. More money is coming in. I don't feel like the energy has been stagnant, like it has been blocked. But there's been something in your energy that sort of has had you upset, or has had you feeling a bit working against things, and that's just working against yourself basically. The more upset you are, the more resistant you are to things changing or to things coming in. And so some people think that they can be really upset in this area. Like I can be upset with my boss at work, and then I just expect everything else to fall into place, but it just doesn't. It's not a lot of people who can be completely resistant in one area and then completely open in another. It sort of tends to spill over. It's sort of like if one area is super bad, we tend to take that into other areas as well. So whatever resistance you were in, that has sort of cleared up now with the unicorn card, where I feel like it's more of it's going to get going again. It feels like you've been waiting for money, and the way that you attract money now is not in the typical ways like you have if you started a hobby, or if it's work related. You get requests for things that you really like in an area or an arena where you sort of haven't been before. It's sort of still quite new to you, and you're deciding whether you should go there or not, and you definitely should. It's a more playful way for you to, like, it's more fun for you, and it feels like you need to change things up a bit because you're getting bored, work-wise that is. You're getting bored. It's like you've done the same thing over and over and over, and even though it can be quite creative and it can be quite, like, it feels like you're helping people, whatever that is, just helping people. If you do the same thing for too long, especially for the Aquarius, very judgmental, you're gonna get bored. And so when this new thing, even though you don't feel like 100% that it's your forte, that is your what do you say? Specialitet, your specialty. You can say specialty. That is your table. That it's your thing. Take it anyway, because you're gonna learn quickly and you'll find it very fun. It's gonna be very creative and open things for you, open doors for you. And whether that's overseas, it looks like it will get you traveling a bit more. So it might be work somehow overseas. It might be, or it doesn't have to be overseas. It can just be, it's just traveling. You get to go places more. And excuse me, I don't feel like the first thing that you're saying yes to is not traveling, but the work that you're saying yes to will lead to that. So it turns out this question from this person, this private person or this company, now has these other things as well that they need help with, and so one thing leads to another, and it will open up things. So the worry you feel about this is not for you to have. Like, you can just drop that because it's going to work out just perfectly. And it just shows that you will bring in money from different venues, other arenas. Yeah. What else for the Aquarius? Vattumannen. Yeah, either this is my magical carpet ride card, which usually to me is like it's all about fun, it's all about play, it's all about expecting magical things to happen. Like there's just a playful energy around this card, and the card says vacation. I rarely are drawn to the actual word vacation, but I am now. So either you're going on a vacation or you really need one. It might be time out from everything. It feels like you've been dealing with a lot of things lately. Since this, you're coming into your own a bit. It's like it's been a struggle for quite some time for you, and you're starting to see lighter color again, lighter day again. And since this talks a lot about work, or at least it feels to me that I'm being told it's work. It's work related, that you feel new things are coming in, and it has been a lot. So even though things are coming in, and even though you're in a better place and you feel like stuff might get moving now, and you sort of want to dive into it, it feels like you actually need some rest. You need to take a step back and just rest a bit, have a bit of vacation, even if it's just 2 to 4 days or something, and then just leave your phone. Don't check for work. You can just tell people that you're gone. And they'll understand, and they'll all be there when you get back. You just need that rest and play, more fun, more fun, because it's a bit structured, just work right now, it feels like. Okay, Aquarius, that's the energy message for this week, and just sort of relax a bit and just trust that everything is still going to be there for you, even though you take a short break. You need it. You need a vacation, guys. Great, Aquarius. If you like what you heard, please subscribe. If you maybe want to tell your friends about this channel, if it resonates with you, invite them in. I want to tell you that from hopefully next week, I'll do extended messages, which means I'll dive more deeply into each situation to be able to help you even more. If that's something that sounds interesting, come and have a listen. I will put a link down below for you to just follow if that interests you. Happy midsummer if that's when you listen in Sweden, and happy winter and summer solstice wherever you are in the world. Take care, Aquarius. Bye.